Yes, we are on train now. Renegades on the T side, MIBR on the CT side. So big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The smoke is... No, actually, that's just a decoy being landed there in C Connector. I thought it was going to be very cool, but still, they're set up for a potential rush towards the B-bomb side. They're going to be spotting Taco, and he might be lucky to still be alive. Although, on the other hand, if you're Renegades, you might not feel 100% confident just rushing right down. All they need is like one good HE or something to stop you, and they've slowed it down, setting up for the execute.
Yeah, but now they're getting close up on the defense. KNG is going to have a big job to do. These smokes are going to go way deeper. No, it's a whole fake. Oh, they messed the Molotov up. That was a molly, and it's put them all out of position, and that doesn't go anywhere they want. So that doesn't help them clear anything out of this inner bomb site. This gets just a little bit more difficult. KNG's blind, trying to relocate, and the follow-up flashbang is so perfect. That's what makes Renegades such a dangerous team. They have the tactical depth now on top of the individual skill.
If this works, it seems like it's almost unjust, isn't it? Like, that's a really big mistake to be making. Fur and Lucas are fighting back. The bomb is planted up on that high ground, so we've already seen some funny mistakes happen when the bomb is up there. Gratisfaction trying to fight at the low ground, but he's not going to get a chance. And Fur with the retake, and even without the kit, he's going to have to defuse. MIBR, great shots to get back in. I don't actually think the Molotov messed them up that much, but...
It was unfortunate. No one was in that position. Obviously, it's a little bit of an annoyance when you enter because there's a position that you still don't know if it's cleared out entirely. But that's more just Fur kind of aggressively taking the sidewalk control and no one really keeping eyes on it.
I'm not going to lie. Until you said that they messed it up, I actually thought it was somehow MIBR. That one was like, that is, like, can't even comprehend what it would take to use a Molotov in that position. Like, you know, it's like, how have they even thought of that, you know?
No, it wasn't that silly. But yeah, it was a little unfortunate. Well, here we are. This is a new kind of second round buy. This has to be towards the inner bomb site, you feel, to get super aggressive with these MAC-10s, push down the lanes. But normally after that point, remember, these are normally when we see those Krieg buys. So a big risk for Renegades choosing to go the route of utility versus the Kriegs.
Yeah, but Taco's got an MP9 here, so he might be thinking, oh, it's going to be fine. Like, I'm going to have a pretty fair fight. But it's not really great if there's going to be 2 or 3 MAC-10s running at you. He was quick to fall on back, but now he's just calling in another MAC-10. And, you know, again, the odds in that case are still going to be favoring Renegades, assuming that they can make their way past the first corner. I think that's the one thing that could maybe screw it up. And they have a lot of Molotovs to work with this time, so let's see what happens. KNG turning for the flashbang, but he turns right back at the wrong time, and he goes down. And Taco was Molotov'd away and smoked off that position. Jacob goes down, and ooh, Fur up here. That's beautiful. Headshot left and right. With a beautiful triple kill, and now Gratisfaction 1 on 4. My god, Fur's accuracy is off the charts. And it was on Inferno, like all things considered, he actually had a lot of great shots on that map. That is going to be the round going MIBR's way.
He's been a monster on these retakes over at the B bomb site, especially which they've needed these past 2 rounds. KNG, that's twice he's been caught, not even able to fight by a flashbang, just completely blinded. Not even his fault he's going down without kills. Just good executions from Renegades, but Fur, this transition over, he was so confident that he got that headshot. What a beautiful sequence. And MIBR have a 2-0 lead. Another plant comes out for Renegades, which will help them in the next round. Actually, they can just straight up buy in this one if they want to, and they're going to. Jacob has picked up a Krieg, so around that, they'll half buy. But the Krieg is the real powerful weapon here.
Now, did he get the spawn towards middle? Is he going to go for it? Just, yeah. Run straight up there, hope for a quick fight. He got the opportunity. He was flashed, but I mean, still, that's the kind of shot you needed to win, probably, to make this round like a really viable one. Krieg is still in play, but the thing is, now first of all, they kind of know it, and now you have to sort of like pass it on to the next guy and the next guy.
Yeah, they'll just juggle this until they lose the round. Azza trying to get a kill over that smoke. Fallen spots it when Azza gets down, but I think he might have spotted Fallen, who's looking for the boost on top of the panel. 4 on 5 for Renegades, and they have 1 smoke, 2 flashes left. At this point, I think they're just saying, let's just kind of throw some smoke, some standard smokes in the choke points, flash over, see what happens, see what we can get. And there's the damage done by Fur, and he's just waiting for that repeat. Oh, he started this game out with the hot hand. He's been a monster. JKS out in the open is finally going to finish him off and find his way to the bomb train, but no chance of a plant, no chance of anything. Nice start to the game for MIBR after getting washed off of Inferno.
Yeah, that's got to feel a little bit better, surely. 3-0 in their favor. double orb in play here in the 4th round. Gratisfaction will have an orb of his own. And, you know, he was quite fun watching Gratisfaction orbing earlier in the tournament. So, I mean, that could be a way for Renegades to have a, you know, a better chance on train. MIBR's map pick.
Flashbangs out mid, KNG holding just a standard angle. And again, a lot of bodies being sent towards inside, where Renegades has at least been able to find the plant. It looks like once again it's going to end here. There's just Aza back towards the trash bin, throwing some utility over the wall, trying to set up any kind of a fake. That nade doesn't do any damage. It goes just past him, and Taco's late on that smoke. He's way late. Even if he had the Molotov, they would have ran right through it, so he's missed the timing. And I don't know, KNG got to back away from this, and MIBR have a decision to make.
Yeah, and with the money that's in the bank, KNG and Fallen can obviously buy, but it's not worth it. Taco has had a pretty long career right now of playing that B ramp, so it's not very often you're going to be able to catch him like that.
Yeah, I mean, those are also just rounds towards the inner bomb site that they're going to happen. Like, you hate to see them happen, but you're going to miss that timing. And it seemed like they got close enough for him to hear him, so I was curious as to why he missed it, but regardless. They lose a round, but they don't lose a whole lot of weapons. KNG will be able to drop Taco over a rifle in the next round, and they'll be right back into a full buy.
See if Renegades can continue to build on this. It does, you know, if you're on the T side, you're obviously happy you went around and, you know, you're on the board now, but you kind of know that you only accomplished, like, in some sense, like a small part of it, because they saved all those weapons. You're like, oh, yeah, okay, but, you know, still that's going to be a lot more to fight for here. 5th round.
And Renegades have to be pretty positive, even with just one round, that they've been able to go inside successfully so much. Even if they haven't won them, you have to say the entrances into the bomb site. They've picked off KNG blind twice. Now they've caught Taco with the nade in his hand, so they've had successes there.
They failed the run boost. Didn't cost them anything. They're going to go do it again. We saw Cadian try to do this. I'm a big fan of people trying for this kind of circus act.
I'm a big fan of that pop flash. Oh, another one comes in as well, and Jacob, he's just going to trust. He's going to cross his fingers and hope and pray that Lucas isn't going to spam it. And Lucas, as well, is playing a mind game, not evacuating just yet behind that smoke. Ooh, that nade. Oh, dear. That was so close when Lucas eventually made his move.
Yeah, that could have actually been huge. I mean, that would have been, if they could have timed it, or if they could have made it 4-on-4 there, that would have been a nice way to do it. 55 seconds on the clock. KNG with the orb on the one side, Fallen with the orb out of the yard. And they've got some pretty decent setups right now. Like, I don't know, maybe if Fur would lose a fight there in Pop Dog, like that would be a way to get back in. But it's not easy to take this fight.
Yeah, but they've had good setups inside a couple of times, and they've had to rely on Fur rotating over to bail them out. So the flashbangs at this inner bomb set have been phenomenal. KNG.
Wow, timing on that smoke is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty brutal. They're going to go right through it, and even Fur, he's here already. Taco not going to get blinded. He's got the first kill, and he's going to survive.
Yeah, well done. Grenade damage as well on top of JKS. KNG will catch Aza flanking out the right-hand side of the bomb site. And Gratisfaction, I guess, just might as well go for the bomb plant at this point in time. It's a 1 versus 4, and he's completely and utterly locked in. Nothing to do. Good read for MIBR. Good timing on the smoke for KNG. I think just overall, that's a confidence-inspiring round, I would say. If you're looking from the outside, you're looking at it, you're thinking they have a good understanding of what's happening across this map, at least in that round.
Yeah, that AWP far back was quite nice. As we saw when KG's played close, he's been wrecked, but that helps support and allows Taco to have a very strong position to defend lower ramp.
And by the way, the previous round where they managed to beat Taco to that corner, one reason why KNG wasn't there was because Renegades actually started that round, if you remember, throwing 2 smokes into the A yard. They had one that went like right away, but they actually had a second smoke that was coming in a bit later. So they were sort of trying to keep KNG out of that B bomb site this time. Didn't really work out that way, maybe partially because they lost the entry frag or the opening kill. So they didn't really feel like they had the power to do that. Still money or rifles in the hands of Renegades.
Spread across the map as well. And this time Fur's going to be way more aggressive towards T-mid. Clearing out behind those boxes. Ooh, and he's going to get away, blinded and a little bit scared, and for good reason. Gratisfaction was ready to fight with that Krieg. So you do have an AWP on Fallen. That's at the bomb train. KNG again has his at the upper ramp, but here come the set nades outside. No one's in ladder room to slow this down.
Molotov's onto for Lucas, trying to back him up. Oh, what a great fight for Lucas. I'm so impressed. A double kill. He was half flashed through that whole thing. And Fallen will just slide into that fight and take down Gratisfaction. He was even trying to get that kill. And JKS is low on health. Now 2-on-2, 45 seconds, and they're going to try and bring the bomb back into Pop Dog. But that's spotted. KNG just watching that guy go in. A little bit of information makes all the difference. And Taco, he knows what's coming. An easy kill. And now JKS... yeah, I mean, this is the kind of fight that he can win. Don't underestimate him, but it will not be easy. And KNG got there in time as well to cover the cross. A 5-1 lead here for MIBR. And again, just to point out, that information is worth so much.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised that Renegades didn't turn right back and try and do the counter juke. Maybe they didn't know that they'd been spotted, but KNG, he had that read the whole way. What a nice piece of information to gather, a nice piece of intel. And 5-1 for MIBR on the T side, or on the CT side, looking much better than Inferno.
Yeah, it truly is.
And this success that we kind of mentioned for Renegades of at least going to the inner bomb site and getting that plant down and at least having, you know, post-plant scenarios at the inner bomb site, it's only going to last so long. They need to start capitalizing on it before the money gets out of hand for MIBR.
Yeah, and like I certainly think one of the issues, if that's going to be one of the main parts of this first half for them, it's just the fact that Taco is playing there. Taco is just a world-class B player on this map. Like it won't be easy to find. Like I'm sure like they're happy they found that one round where he had a grenade in hand or something, but that again I don't think that's going to happen all that often.
This is another round where they should be at least able to get a plant, and MIBR is happy to give it over to him with the full losing bonus in their favor. They're saying let's not risk players playing close up. Let's make sure if we have to retake, we have all 5 players alive. We'll see what we can get on the entries. But let him have the plant without taking too much damage. And Taco, oh, that follow-up flashbang. They've been so good. I don't know how Taco manages that. They couldn't kill him quick enough. And 2 picks is exactly what MIBR was looking for.
Azza stepping out of the smoke, but there was no one there to catch him. He's going to get one and turning around and picking up Fur. That's a little bit scary. 3-on-3. That grenade won't connect with anyone. MIBR, I think with the entry kills or the opening kills, they should have had this round already, but now I'm real scared. Taco and KNG are low on health. And Taco will still have an output in the round. That second kill is really huge. Now, JKS has a Molotov. Unfortunately, they have a smoke, and Taco's the one to try and put it up. And JKS trying his best. That's going to be the kill, but I think that it's already smoked off. Yeah, it's going to land inside. It does nothing at all. And now JKS, headshot. Oh no! Out of bullets! He would have had it. I'm sure he would have had it. Instead, defusing right in front of him as he's caught reloading.
That is way too costly for MIBR. That is a nice attempt from JKS. Just so many bullets used on that first kill. I cannot believe they lost track of Azza in this way. What a show from him. And this is just unfortunate. It would have been so close on this diffuser. He would have had to have hit an immediate headshot, which is no guarantee.
Oh man, he misses the first couple of bullets on that guy running from high ground. You can't really blame him for that. But he actually shot the first bullet into the smoke just by instinct. Oh, right into the next round as Jacob will take down KNG. This is a big lead right now for MIBR, and they want to build on it. Renegades, though, last round was so good. And this for taking down Gratisfaction, dropping the bomb up on the train, which is a bit awkward, and JKS goes down, and they're just getting mowed down in the bomb site. 7-1.
Ooh, they're getting loud as well.
Should be.
You have to love that. And I actually feel like that round turned out to be just a dominant defensive stand from MIBR, but I feel like that round was on the edge a number of times. When they get out there, when they get that first entry, when they're pushing up around that lane, when KNG goes down, there's a there's a world where that just spins out of control for MIBR. So nice job from them in managing it. One of the things that makes them a pretty strong team on train. 7-1. And a double up setup still in the hands of MIBR. But these have been costly wins. No one above 2,500. That's on Fallen. They're having a real time building up money. Renegades has done a good job, but again, it goes back. It doesn't actually matter if they can keep the money this low if they never capitalize on it. They have to get over the edge and win 2 in a row and break that economy, force a save out of MIBR.
That's what they need to get to. Lucas is 12-1-1, leading into round number 9. So he's having himself a pretty good game right now. And we're just, you know, it's a T-side train, so that part makes me think, you know, it's too early to really say if Renegades are, you know, struggling as much as it may look like on this map. It's entirely, like, this is one of those maps where you can have a very bad, like, you know, map all the way through, but then you can suddenly win 3 rounds, and you're like, oh, now we're still in it, you know? So, definitely don't call it too soon. Common setup here for the defensive side. They are bringing KNG a bit earlier over to the B-bomb side, and I think that's probably because of the early action that's been happening over there, because I think normally Taco probably just playing here alone for a while. Ooh. Good damage.
Yeah, you have to bring a second player over when Taco spots one, and certainly with the emphasis that Renegades put on it early on, I think they're going to be a tad nervous about it. Fur's going to put out the Molotov so he can stay inside of ladder room. Even if there's a split, even if there's a set piece outside, he wants the safety. No movement yet from Renegades. No action in Ivy. It's Lucas and Fallen who have been guarding that, and they've seen absolutely no one, so it's looking like 2 ladder, 2 T mid.
40 seconds on the clock. And this smoke is for all the way back at Ivy. I'm guessing they're going to be smoking off to around the actual bomb train. And then they're going to try and make their entry. Double drop onto Fur, and he's just all the way gone. Fallen with the AWP, I think almost, yeah, stepping a little bit too far out there. And he's going to get found. 20 seconds. Taco, could he go for a late round hero play here? He almost has to try and stop the bomb, and that's not going to be possible. Bomb goes down, and Lucas and KNG. Lucas can't even get away. There's no saving this at this point, and he gets dropped by Gratisfaction. KNG, I don't know where you go to stay safe in this one, but if you can save the AWP, that would be really huge.
Yeah, they need it massively. Now we start talking about the money again, just what we mentioned before this round. And he's going to back away. That's a lot of unfortunate timing for Fur. That's losing like the metagame battle in a way, where he's turned for a pop flash, turned for a flash drop down the ladder, and they don't use one. They just fall straight down with a double drop, and he's an easy kill. I don't even think Fallen necessarily overextended. I think he just knew he needed to find some frags.
Yeah, that could even be true, right?
That's just, he's trying to keep space on the bomb site so his teammates can rotate over, so Lucas can be involved in the action, and it's just an unfortunate series of events and movements from Renegades. It's a nice T-side strategy. So they've got their second round on the board, but now if they string it together, this is actually a really awkward money situation for MIBR, because they have the AWP, and if they invest everything, it's not going to be a really strong buy. And then if they lose, it's like you're in a nightmare scenario. So they have like one of those weird decisions where, yeah, they've won a bunch of rounds in a row, but they might want to think about just a half investment or a small investment around this AWP so that they can have a stronger one in the next.
Yeah. Half investment and push the AWP out Ivy. Take a fight. Win that fight.
Ooh, you want him to get real risky.
Yeah.
You're trying to get real weird.
Get him out there.
Well, not even a half investment. Just smokes and USPs for the defense, so fully reliant on KNG.
Are they going to try and boost up her with the AWP?
Why not? You got to go find an opening pick somehow.
That would be... Oh, but they're running right at them.
Yeah, well, Taco's going to hear it, so they'll call off the boost.
Yeah. Now there's a Molotov as well. That's kind of annoying.
He's going to wait it out. He wants to be aggressive. You can see it in KNG. He wants to take one peek in here. There's the fighting, and there's the shot. JKS realized the danger just a little bit too late, and that's a bit too far forward for KNG, but it's all right because Fallen's there to pick up the AWP. Another very solid AWP player, as we all know.
Yeah, nice setup for MIBR.
But Jacob, he should be able to notice that the AWP has been taken away. Should be able to call that out, that there's still going to be an AWP in play on the map.
Now, pretty much I think the only question is that AWP going to be in the right position? Fallen trying to get the early info.
Push.
Yeah, just walk up, scoped to that ramp.
Take the risk. Taco's about to spot one as they turn. He won't be able to fight, and Fallen's going to go down for free. Easy headshot for Jacob. The communication just couldn't come out quick enough. This is interesting. They haven't cleared Taco out. Oh, he should be able to get this kill. He can pick up the AWP, and he's no slouch with it himself, but he has no idea that they're swinging around him. Nice kill from Liaz to mitigate the danger. And it should be pretty standard from here for Renegades. A 3-on-2, but it's just USPs. Nothing else for MIBR to fight with. That's not a bad round overall. There's a couple ways in which that could have gotten a little dicey. And Renegades avoid all of them. 3 kills for Jacob.
Yeah, it's, you know, unfortunate for Taco that, you know, the one place that he picks up the open is like, you know, he's so exposed. He can't, there's no cover. He can't get back and like, you know, just get a feeling for where everyone is. He's just in the middle of nowhere. 7-3. And, I don't know. I mean, like I said, it doesn't take a lot, and Renegades suddenly have a half on their hand. 7-3 is, it's not great for Renegades, but it's totally doable. And if they win this round, they reset the MIBR economy, and then it could be a very good first half.
Okay, and G, close up. Lucas bails him out, and he's got the follow-up. Nice defense, and actually they're still holding on. JKS is forced back with such low health. They're going to be funneled right into Taco. Pop Flash is down. Taco, because of how far away he is, doesn't stay blind for long. And he's got his first kill. Plant is the #1 goal for Renegades in this round. But I think even they realize that is a long shot no matter where they go.
That initial engagement over at T main between where Lucas and KNG are both fighting. Nice shot. That looked like it could have gone absolutely horribly wrong. It looked like, first of all, it looked like Kenji was about to shoot Lucas as he was walking in front of him. But also just like, you know, that's the kind of thing where even one little mistake and then it all falls apart. So it's a good job that they handled it and, yeah, saving their own economy, doing some damage to Renegades. JKS just probably 40 seconds, hoping they leave him alone for a long time. You can enjoy the rec room up here.
Yeah, sit down, have a beer. Have a shower. Shower beer.
Shower and a beer. Maybe have a beer in the shower.
Yeah, that's what a shower beer is.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize. Is that an actual like thing that people do?
The more degenerate crowd of the world, yeah.
If you're like a functional alcoholic, but you have to go, you wake up late because of the drinking last night, but you've got to get to work, and you're like, oh, you know what? Just get a beer in the shower.
Jesus. You're really taking this to dark places.
You know.
Gotta get you to have a shower beer. Show you what it's like. 8-3. Double op setup for MIBR.
The requirement for a shower beer, it has to be in a bottle, right? Like, it can't be in like a cup or anything, then it's going to get really weird.
Yeah, that would be a bit gross. I wouldn't do that. Timeout taken from the Renegades. It's their third.
Good, we can talk about shower beers more. How is it?
I'm doing my best to get away from the shower beer. Please.
All right, well, but what do you want to talk about?
We could talk about the game.
We must. No, it's fine. I actually think that this could, when we look back at that last round, the 11th round, we could look back at that as being like, that was the big chance for Renegades to sort of really like have a good shot at the first half. And if they don't find that chance again, that's going to be kind of rough. I mean, like 3 rounds is not enough on the season, I would say.
They've still got plenty. I mean, they still have the money low, which is the big factor always for the T side of Train. As long as you're keeping that money down as much as humanly possible. He's got it blind. Oh, that is so disgusting. Twirl your mustache, my friend.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. Oh, what a shot. Fur and Lucas, though, still have a crossfire over here. They can still absolutely shut this down. It's a good flashbang to enter, but there's Fur. The bomb is down on the ground. Azzer has picked up one in the meantime. And a 3-on-3 pushing around the corner, but they're really getting shut down, so there's some amazing acrobatics to get into this round, but now they need Mr. Savage to bring them back here. 1 versus 3. He's already been found, and he's locked in. Lucas is out there ready and waiting for him. Oh, JK is still winning the fight there and taking down Lucas, and he's got 50 seconds. And look at Taco. We've seen this before, right? If you immediately relocate, by the time JKS thinks, oh, I wonder where, because JKS knows where Taco just was, right? He was just getting shot at from that position. And now, how long before he starts to think maybe he's rotated all the way through the map?
I don't know if he'll expect it down the ladder, but you could see him considering it earlier. And there's still a lot of time for Taco to not know where JKS has been. I think if he comes out, he should be able to see the bomb in JKS.
He keeps moving, Taco. This is dangerous. There, they see each other, and Taco will win the fight. I'm shocked that JKS even saw that. That was so quick, but regardless...
It might have been a teammate as well. I mean, I think JKS accidentally just kind of shoulder-peeked that from Taco's point of view. This is insane. Mustache quivering in the wind.
Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Unfortunately, the follow-up was...
Less beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a nice try from JKS. That's a 1 versus 3 that he almost wins. So
Oh, there's
a world in which he wins that one.
yeah, if he catches Taco peeking the wrong way down there or something like that, it could be done. 9-3. And again, Renegades, as you said, at least they're successful in keeping the economy low on the MIBR side. So that is the thing you have to hold on to. But now
that's the thing that can let them get to 5, right? Like they haven't been too successful. They've strung 2 rounds together once, but I mean, if you win one of these, there's no money on MIBR, and then you can get up towards 5 very easily. And even, I mean, obviously 6 is still in the realm of possibility. It's just going to be so tough to do, especially with this buy. This would be the perfect moment for Renegades to win that round and shatter the wallets of MIBR so that they can get up to 6. But with a Deagle, a P250, a CZ, and only 2 rifles, that's going to be a tough ask, especially considering KNG is already going to be at upper ramp. They're starting this round out with 2 players inside, and Lucas is going to be very quick on rotating as he's playing at Bomb Train.
Quick kill for KNG. He's really not messing around. Gratisfaction. It's one of those. That's one of those peaks. If you're a Gratisfaction, it's like you're actually trying to peak so like a little bit further out so that more of your teammates can get into that fight. But he's just so fast it doesn't even matter, right? Like no more people are gonna even find their way into that. And he's set up for another one. They have some grenades. They have some flashbangs. They want to see if they can get down and get the bomb plant here. The Krieg and the AK. Oh, nice leg shot. Jacob low on health already, but Lias will actually open it up, and KNG not finding anything through. He's going to take down Lias right there. And another one, adding a triple, running up close to the smoke to try and see if he can get this guy who's just put the bomb down. And that's a CC down on the low ground. Jacob low from earlier, and he's so exposed. Once the smoke is gone, there's nothing left. And tapping away as it's a nice try, but MIBR will still pick up the round. Save the AWP. And I mean, they're down to 2 people again, but it's now 10-3.
Yeah, next. I mean, Renegades have to win the next round to have a solid half here. That was a very, very good round for KNG, just keeping up the pressure from that upper ramp, continuously peaking and so fast. And Fallen even shooting a defuse kit over to his teammate a number of times. I mean, they're fortunate that they didn't get picked off through that smoke. So many bodies that were just narrowly missed. Great round from the MIBR, especially after a tough Inferno. Remember, he missed a couple sitters on Inferno that we normally, prescribe to him as being, 100% kills.
But again, I think we saw that from him the first time they played Inferno in the tournament earlier. And maybe it's just like,
maybe
the
his
whole
bolts
team
just don't work on that map.
Yeah, maybe it's like the Bermuda Triangle for MIBR. Bullets go missing.
Everything goes missing. Ooh, Liaz, he's going to come right through the smoke. He's not slowing down. You have to admire this form of entry, but look in the wrong way. What are the odds? You turn that corner and you haven't seen anyone. This MIBR defense on Train has been so strong. A missed opportunity for Gratisfaction that they had to have in a 3 versus 5. Now with utility, MIBR can largely stall this hit out.
Shocked that Lucas peeked back into that. And Fur also goes down. MIBR... deep breath right now. Don't let them back in the round. Again, your economy is not that great either. This could actually be a complete disaster. Gratisfaction will go down. Fallen still keeping his cool. And oh my god. It's not easy to take shots when people are under you like that. And he actually had to swing as well.
That seemed like an awkward... Yeah, that was a very awkward angle for him to take that fight at.
How is his wrist not just broken after that happens? KNG does go down. And now it's Jacob for a chance at a 1-3. 1 versus 3, and it's not going to get close. Fallen with a triple, 11 rounds for MIBR, leading into round number 15. They are, I mean, it's looking so much better than Inferno. This is great.
Yeah, this is so nice.
And honestly, like again, you look back at this half, even at the scoreline now, and you could get a feeling like, man, Renegades, are as bad on Train as MIBR were on Inferno, but I don't actually think that wouldn't be fair because. Like if they'd won even one more round at some point down the road here.
Yeah, this is one of those games where the scoreline is deceptively far apart. Like this is much closer than it seems. It just, historically, it's not going to matter looking back on it. Jacob pre-firing as he runs down. Taco, he has no idea they're coming around, but it doesn't matter. He's got a double kill. Now he knows, and allows KNG to add on one more when he arrives at the bomb site. Jacob is blind. He goes down, and MIBR about to put the exclamation point on a dominant half on Train. 12-3 lead they'll take into the second half.
Yeah, that was amazing. And those kind of rounds, they didn't have many that were like this, but this one was really clean. Well done. 12-3. We'll go to a break, and we'll be right back. We are back. Second half, second map, and it's nothing like on Inferno. I guess in a way it is, just in reverse, with MIB
Yeah.
up being up 12-3.
Well, and it's also, you know, reverse on the CT side versus T side, where MIBR, or I mean, Renegades did their work on the offensive side of Inferno. Here on Train, not able to get a whole lot done. They get to switch sides, and obviously, goes without saying, pistol round, pretty important to get started on the right foot.
Yeah, critical in fact. I said there's this whole stretch of rounds down on that first half where if Renegades win even one more, they break the economy. They at least get to 5, and that is really different. So didn't work out, and you got to give some credit to the Brazilian side. They really did put in a lot of work in that first half. Now, JKS is playing alone here for all of a second. Gratisfaction is starting to make his way back, and he has a smoke and a kit, so he's in the right position if there's going to be an execute on the bomb site. Maybe he could do some work. Also, 2 smokes and a Molotov on MIBR. See how early they want to use that Molotov. I feel like people usually use it more early now than save it. I feel like saving it was more like 2 years ago, but we'll see. It's already been primed. It's already been thrown. 1 flashbang left. It's on Fallen, and it does a little bit, but Gratisfaction will tapping away. They'll get JKS in return, and now it's a 4-on-4. The bomb plant going to be down quick, and it's out in the open as well. It's not in the default position. Ooh. Oh, Gratisfaction just picking them off, and that's way too much to handle. Fallen alone, and he'll get run down. Some nice shots coming out here.
That whole round from Gratisfaction was superb. Turning from the flashbang, he knew the exact strategy that was coming. He saw the smokes, just preemptively turn, and he spins to get 1 down the ramp, and then he manages the lane so well. His kill on Defer is massive to prevent that positioning from being held by MIBR. If Renegades have to rotate into Defer being in advanced position, it's just so dangerous. So this is good the whole way through, reacting very quickly to that kill onto Aza. Beautiful stuff. 4-12 as Renegades begin trying to mount this comeback.
Yeah, that was the first step in the right direction. Bomb plant though, and a Krieg on Taco. And he is running, looking into the ground, dodging the flashbangs, opening up the round. Beautiful. And the follow-up, I think that might have been enough to do it. And now they're not quite home safe yet. And it's a lot of damage ringing out. The grenade in. Not the kill, but they've at least recovered the Krieg and Fallen there with the headshot. Maybe they're back in action. It's going to be further take down Gratisfaction, and that is a problem. KNG guarding the rear and taking down JKS, and now Lias in a 1 versus 4.
Yo, Fallen did some really nice parkour to go retrieve that Krieg on the ground, and then the Deagles, which are their supporting suppressive fire. That was really good stuff, and Fur's got it, but I don't know why he's not planting the bomb. That could come back to haunt them. Lucas and KNG very low in health, but they are pincing from 2 different locations. Nice kill from Lias, but I don't think he has any idea what's behind him. It's just a matter of time. Nice shot from KMG, and he gets hyped up, but that almost slipped away.
Yeah, I was getting real nervous about that.
I have no clue why Fur did not just get that bomb planted.
I don't even have like a... Not even like a crazy theory to try and propose. I just think that was like too much hype.
Like a little bit of like a brain fart. He's like, oh, I got the Krieg. I should use it. They get away with one. Nice shot from Lucas.
Yeah, that was accurate. Scout on Gratisfaction now. I mean, it's very, very hard to imagine that MIBR would let this slip out of their hands. At least for Renegades, right? Before it's even like a topic of discussion, we're gonna have to see a real economy, like an orb, maybe like a double orb, I don't know, but just something to make us think that this is even, they even have the tools to do it.
That's the problem, is they don't have a whole lot of time to get those tools in their hand, especially with that second round loss, and Liaz about to go down right here. His timing on the shoulder peak could not have been worse. And Renegades, I mean, they're fully invested into this round. You have to imagine at 14-4 that they would be fully invested again, so those ops are going to be very difficult to actually get into the field of play. And I think KNG has even spotted Jacob. He knows there's one there. Lucas spams him down through the smoke. Bomb is at the bomb train, and nothing can stop it. Fallen just being extra cautious. And here's the footsteps of JKS, and that's why.
Better safe than sorry. And with 36 seconds, right? Like, it just doesn't cost him a lot to try and fake that once. Gratisfaction with the scout. Guarding the screwdriver.
Is there a screwdriver?
Right there on the table.
Oh, there is.
Looking at it.
I never knew that.
Gotta pay more attention. One day, it could be part of an HLTV quiz that you might fail.
What tools are on the box at the back of train? 14-4, 10-round lead for MIBR.
To be honest, it might be more of the sort of quiz that we might give them, if I'm being perfectly fair.
I did make that quiz very difficult. That was unreasonable. I don't even feel bad.
No. 14-4. Yeah, no money at all for Renegades. This is... It's a rough game. Obviously, MIBR, they're not going to be feeling sorry either. They just feel like this is great. It's a nice idea to double nade.
It's a pretty big statement win, isn't it? Coming out of Inferno, coming out of that dominant game from Renegade, and MIBR is just like, look, we can do it too. Let's take this to a third map. Well, it has to be all USPs for Renegades. They can't really invest a whole lot of anything, as they need all the weapons, all the nades in the next round. They'll have to win 11 straight to force overtime.
Fallen checking out if anyone was playing games near the flames there, but he's not seeing anyone. And they have a stack outside. They got no flashbangs. They've got just USPs.
You can fully understand why MIBR is taking this extremely cautiously.
Yeah.
Spent about 30 seconds just looking for pushes. Now they're starting to investigate across the map. Time was an issue on Inferno. They ran out a number of times. But here against USPs, they should be okay. There's not a whole lot of resistance, a whole lot of delaying that Renegades can do. And I think Fallen is going to come down to investigate this bomb site and just realize that it's clear, and he'll call everyone back. Gratisfaction gets a single kill. That's towards Ivy. And oh no, MIBR is rotating right back into the stack. 20 seconds on the clock. Now time is an issue.
It is, and the stack's... Oh, Gratisfaction getting called. The Krieg goes down. If that hadn't happened, who knows? Liaz with a headshot on Fallen. I don't even know how. 10 seconds left now, and they're learning onto the bomb site. They need to get the bomb plant down right now. Liaz has found one more kill. Can he make the heroic jump? He's going to try at least. Another kill comes through. JKS taking down KNG, and they're out of time. I can't believe it. Renegades win the round.
Underneath the train.
Under the train.
You've been saying it for so long, and it comes to fruition, and a bit of a smile as that gives some breathing room over to Renegades.
I think that is like actually a 2-year delay on that video being put out. It happened.
I don't understand how MIBR has done it again. They thought that presence inside was the stack. They were looking for it. They were looking for any presence to just go away from, and they had the wrong read of the situation. I'm assuming since 2 players were fighting at Connector, Fallen just thought maybe there's a stack inside the site as well. Maybe those are just the first of many players that we encounter. But what a round from Renegades.
Yeah.
Like, nothing like ultra sexy happened that round, but that's an incredible victory when you think of the odds of the scenario that they're in. To turn that in their favor, that's wild.
Shots under the actual A train are very sexy, but
Okay, one person is turned on.
exactly. It's like in the grand scheme of things, even the hype for that moment could still be washed away by MIBR just winning this upcoming round. But yeah, maybe not. Running through the Molotov and taking the fight against Azza the follow-up, but oh my god, they're just crushing this A defense. Lias, who was kind of the hero of the last round with a couple of USP kills, he's got JKS with him there as well. The bomb is dropped out there in the yard, so they're pretty much committed to this for the minute. Deep grenade, that does a fair bit of damage onto Lucas.
That's great, but with the pace that MIBR just set, they can pause and wait. You can see KNG looking all the way down the train lanes, looking for anyone to wander into his crosshair. This is a lot of time for Lias to play on the bomb train without a whole lot of information of who's coming where. Bomb is picked up by Lucas. He hits another grenade, but Taco's open up the inner bomb site, but not for long. That is a huge kill to get because JKS had just rotated into position, and Lias, he must go for this. Puts out the Molotov, runs through, and Taco should know everything.
They're waiting for it. That's smart play. Instead of going straight for the bomb plant, just pausing again a second. 15-5 and MIBR. Well, yeah, they steal all the hype. Right back.
Brought it right back. I like that call. Just get out mid, take away the sting. Just say, guys, forget about us losing that round. Focus on the fact that we're all just going to rush outside. We are going to put these guys in the body bag here on train and move on to Mirage. And that is a beautiful way to do it. They keep that 10-round lead, and they force an awkward buyout of Renegades, who must invest everything they can every single round. 1 M4, all pistols. And again, MIBR looks like they're just going to go for another uppercut. Fast pace towards the inner bomb site. The smoke is going to slow them down. But I still think this inner bomb site is going to be where they end up.
JKS down by the spool, and Gratisfaction is behind him. He's got the M4. Could get it. Oh, he's now out in the open. He's very exposed. He's caught jumping as well. The timing on that entry it's not JK's fault. Nothing you can do at that point. 5 versus 3 to try and go for the retake here, and MIBR looking to push us onto a third map, which would be on Mirage. And they are just a couple of kills away from doing that. Taco trying to catch them. Maybe should have had that kill, but regardless, they're still in a pretty much a perfect position here. They've got them locked in. I'm not sure they get onto the site itself. Actually, KNG running through the fire. He is hyped up and ready to go for map number 3, which will be coming up next. 16-5 as MIBR will take down Renegades. Lucas on 24 kills and just 9 deaths.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had a great game for someone that Fallen identified as someone who kind of lost their individual identity when coming into this lineup. They've obviously put some work in. Felt very comfortable on train. Wonderful game from him. Fur as well, 21 kills, and MIBR respond to a beatdown with a beatdown of their own. I liked everything I saw. That was a dominant CT side.
It really was. I mean, definitely some chances for Renegades, but it was like they needed all the time to take that next step, right? Like they created the chances, but then they couldn't actually figure out how to follow through. So a shame, but maybe Mirage will be the the real battleground here.
Well, MIBR is good at Mirage as well. So we're going to see. That's going to come up when we return from the break. Stay tuned for the